got his ultimate reworked a while back, and instead of having tracker balls, he now has a turret. So you can just summon a turret, hop on it, shoot it. His passive, he's got the same passive as every engineer. You carry things 15% faster, and you buy things 15% cheaper from the fabricator, as well as upgrade things 15% cheaper. And that is the engineer passive and the mechanic ultimate. For the cards, this is what I like to run. Turret has bleed. Efficient fabrication is the whole thing for mechanic. It's 32% reduced fortification cost on initial fabrications. So when you go to buy something, instead of having just the standard 15% discount, you now have a 47% discount of the initial purchase. So buying things almost 50% cheaper is just amazing, because it's basically half off for whatever you're buying initially. Just a whole staple of mechanic, because no one else has this. Overload, I like to just have it on because your turret counts as a fortification, so your turret gets this 40% damage boost, and then you pair that with the bleed, it can do some pretty good damage. So if you're in a bad spot, you hit your turret, you kill whatever's beating your team up. Ingenuity, I feel like you need this card for the 60% repair speed, and then that repair cost really does come in handy, reducing the cost by 30% of your repairs. Reinforced fabrication, also the other mechanic staple, 175% fortification health. That's crazy. Just another 175%. Almost 3 times as much health, which that's just a lot. Your level 1 barriers have as much as a level 2 barrier from a Robotics or Architect that have their fortification health fully perked. A level 1 is as much as a level 2 fully perked on Robotics and Architect. That's crazy. Just from this one card. Saves you a bunch of power on your fortification health perk. I wouldn't even get that perk unless you have a combat medic with team repair. Shredder rounds and overload are the rotators. You could put in something like healing repair, which while you repair, it will heal you, and if you're full health, it'll give you stim. With this card, you can actually tank a lot of fire, mainly in helps of ingenuity, because that repair speed makes you repair more, so then you're getting more stim per second. Best friends, this card's decent. Like if you've got a jack and you're forging, I would actually suggest putting this card on with ingenuity, because then you could have like a million level 4 barriers and sentries, and then Jack is going to help you repair 60% faster again. You just got to make sure he's near you. And then you'll also have 30% reduced repair cost again too, so you'll have 60% repair cost and 120% repair speed. So that's pretty nice. Haven't actually used that card though. Personal defense, pretty decent, mainly for escape. Armor plating, really good if you want your fortifications to never die. You pair this with reinforced fabrication. Oh my god, your sentries can tank like 3 boom shots. Yeah, it's just crazy. Custom robotics, also mainly escape. With custom robotics and personal defense, I did use both these cards one game, and I walked up to a Buzzkill Scion, active reloaded on my way to him. I drilled his head, and it one-clipped him. So, one-clipping with the Enforcer is pretty cool. It would be good in Horde for, like, you know, just the rejects that get through, or maybe a stray drone. But typically, you got your turret, so you don't really need the Enforcer damage from these cards. But you could use them in Escape on a couple of maps. Efficient Sentry, I would never use this card. I just don't think it's good. Because the cost to refill Sentry ammo, like if you're building Sentries, you're probably forging. If you're forging, you have money to refill the ammo. I think a level 4 Sentry, while actually repairing its health, costs about 1,000 power from no ammo to full, and that's with repairing the health a little bit. So it's not that much power. Long range resistance, just never use this card, it's garbage. Overclock Locker, you could use this card, you could also not use it, it's really preference. Using this card does kind of help your demos in only using one locker. If they've got the extra grenade capacity on them like I do, then with the 4 boom shots and the 8 extra grenades, you're pretty much good to go without overclocked lockers, but you could put it on. It really does help pilots while pilot is trying to perk the ammo capacity, but other than that, like, just pilot and demo really. But pilot, eventually once they get to level 10, you don't need overclocked anymore, and demo, I a lot of the time just build 2 lockers for demos, so you don't really need overclock lockers, especially if you're doing that. It's an optional card. Flow, you could put on Flow with healing repair and ingenuity and just really be a tank while you're repairing. 32% damage reduction, the increased speed for more stim per second. So then, because each like little tick of a repair gives you that stim, so then this is making it go by faster, so then you're getting more ticks, so then you're getting more stim. So with the DR and the speed, and then you get the speed perk, then you could just be very tanky. Robotics porting, I mean, you could use this, I guess. Like, you could use 3 enforcer cards if you really wanted to, because then you could still have efficient fabrication and like ingenuity or reinforced fabrication, but I really wouldn't recommend using 3 enforcer cards. That's just crazy. You could use rootkit if you're a really big fan of the turret. Rootkit with reinforced fabrication makes it to where you can ult every wave or once every other wave, and it's pretty good. For the perks, you've got repair speed, fortification damage, fortification health, and then I can't remember one of them. I don't think it really matters. Oh, whoops. But the main thing you want to perk is just repair speed, because with the 175% increased health, you repair kind of slow if it's at low health. So just throw on repair speed and you're good to go. The fortification damage from your perk, same thing as overload, goes to your turret. So you could increase your fortification damage for just some, well, not free, but some more damage on your turret. And then there is a glitch that I found with mechanic. If you're in the ult and there's a carrier and he grabs you, it should make it to where you have an infinite turret, because on your teammate's screen you should actually get picked up and grabbed, but you're actually still there on the turret shooting. And then when the wave ends, you'll be spectating somebody, and then after the leaderboard screen goes down, the scoreboard screen goes down, you'll respawn and your turret's still on the ground. Then you just have to make sure you don't overheat your turret and get off of it, because if you do that, it'll lock your turret out and you can't shoot it anymore. Your teammates will see bullets coming out of the turret, but you won't. And then only your teammates, who haven't done that glitch, will be able to use it. But you could get an infinite turret, which is pretty good, especially if you're doing a 50 and then you get a carrier on wave like 10 or something, or wave 15. and then you get him to grab you while you're on the turret, and then you have an infinite turret. Pretty good. And that's about it for mechanic.
Energy tap upgraded. I've got the energy.